The logistics of handling such a high-profile divorce, however, would be daunting. Hey, we got an interesting topic today. Have you ever wondered what would happen if a sitting president were to get divorced while in office? This scenario opens up a whole can of legal and political worms that's both fascinating and complex. So imagine this, Donald Trump gets reelected, and during his second term, Melania files for divorce. Now, you all know divorce is never simple, but when it involves the President of the United States, it becomes illegal and a media spectacle. Can this even happen? Well, to answer that, it's crucial to understand legal standing. A sitting president is granted immunity for official acts taken as president. However, this immunity does not extend to personal matters like a divorce. So this means that the president has no special protection against a divorce filing. Neither civil nor criminal immunity for personal matters is explicitly granted in the Constitution or in any federal statute. So theoretically, Melania could file for divorce while Donald is in office without any legal barriers directly related to his status as the president. The logistics of handling such a high-profile divorce, however, would be daunting. Why is that? Well, typically divorce cases are dealt with in state courts, and with the president involved, security and privacy would obviously be paramount. Special provisions would likely be needed to handle the case discreetly, given the intense media and public interest. Next, consider the financial implications. The Trumps actually have a prenuptial agreement which would outline the division of assets. And I've confirmed through various sources that it's actually been renegotiated at least 3 times in their nearly 20-year marriage, most recently within the last year, ahead of Trump potentially serving his second term as president. But even with such an agreement, dividing their properties and their investments and their other holdings could still be very contentious and could become a prolonged process. So what would be the effect politically of a presidential divorce? Well, the fallout could be significant. A high-profile divorce could overshadow key political issues and affect the president's approval ratings. His supporters might sympathize with the president, viewing it as a personal matter, while opponents could seize on it as an opportunity for more criticism, potentially hampering his ability to govern effectively. In addition, the role of the First Lady entails various social and ceremonial duties. Melania's departure from the White House would require a reorganization of those duties. If the divorce were contentious, it could strain the president's relationships with political allies and advisors, which would complicate his administration even further. So what's the likely reality here? Well, I'll give it to you. Despite the legal possibility of a president going through a divorce, it's highly unlikely that a First Lady would file for divorce during a president's term. There would be immense scrutiny and political fallout, which would make such a move rare and very unlikely. Adding to that, there's a historical precedent. It's never happened before, and political strategy would generally discourage a First Lady from taking such a step while her husband is in office. She would also likely be thinking about her own sense of duty to the country and her own legacy, both of which would make it extra unlikely that she would file for divorce while her spouse is president. The most likely scenario would be that the First Lady would spend as much time out of the White House, away from the president, either at one of their other homes or on trips to other countries. Hey, here's a trivia question for you. How many presidents have been divorced prior to becoming president? The answer is 2. Ronald Reagan, our 40th president, who was divorced once prior to marrying Nancy, and Donald Trump, our 45th president, who was divorced twice, from Ivanka Trump and from Marla Maples. I hope you found today's video interesting.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click subscribe, like, follow, and turn on the alerts so that you'll get notified when we post our newest videos. Please share these videos and leave us comments and ask us questions. Also, join our Facebook group at Georgia Divorce and Custody, and I'll see you in the next video.